All right, so in this video, I'm just going to show the input function, which allows us to get input from a user. And that will be important for this section on making decisions because we'll be able to make choices depending on what a user types in. So the built-in function, again, is called input, and it just prompts the user from the command line to enter something. And so they type something and then hit the return key, and whatever that value is that the user types in, after they hit enter, it's stored in a variable. So it looks like this. Here we have a name variable we're setting equal to the value of input. And you can pass in a string that will prompt the user. So you don't have to do a separate print. You can do that if you prefer, if you want it to be on a separate line, but you can also just do input and pass in a string. And this is sort of the result. Enter your name here, and then a user types something in, Tyrion Lannister, they hit enter, and then it's stored into the name variable so that our code could do something with it. So we'll be making decisions, but we could also just print it back. Or in the last section, the last video, we made a super simple converter between kilometers and miles. So we asked the user, how many kilometers do you want? And then we converted that to miles and printed it back out. So if you want, I'll show a quick demo. I'll make just a new file, and I'm just going to do subl, and I'll call it input.py. We'll just do a data equals input, and we'll just ask a user, what's your favorite color? Why not? Just like that. And then we will print it out afterwards by just saying print, you said, and then plus data. Yeah, it's really not that exciting, but it's important that we're able to get information in from a user. So let's try running it now. Here we go. So we'll run Python 3 input.py. What's your favorite color? Well, if you've been following my other courses, my favorite color is purple, but if you disagree with me, never buy one of my classes again. No, I'm just kidding. But keep it to yourself because purple is a very underrated color and it has a bit of a complex because no one appreciates it. But as you can see here, what's your favorite color? Type in purple and we spit it back out. So we're not doing anything with it, but that's okay. That's not what this video is about. Now, I personally prefer to actually do a print statement. So I'm going to just copy this whole thing and duplicate it, but I'm going to switch it up a bit, just like this. I'm going to copy the prompt and put it as a print statement first, and then leave input empty, and you'll see the difference it makes. It's very minor, but if I run it again, first ask me what's your favorite color, I'm just going to say purple, and ask me again what's your favorite color, but this time it's on a separate line. And I personally just don't like it on the same line. You have to remember to put a space afterwards or else the words run together. It doesn't make a difference at all. Whatever the user types is stored in data either way. It's just if you want to have a separate print line or you want it to be on the same line. All right, so that's it to getting input. The built-in function is input. You need those parentheses. Talk more about functions later. You can optionally pass in a string to prompt the user or print it yourself. And remember that the result is always a string and it's saved into whatever variable name you give it. Okay, now let's get on to decisions.